Hi, I'm Mike Baglio. Today we're going to be looking at some of the insights that are provided by the Boxscore platform to help you better manage and grow your gym. So when logging in, you're going to see this Insights tab available on the sidebar. Upon clicking on it, there's basically two options. There's Athlete View and Financial View. So the Athlete View is really giving you charts and graphs that kind of show you the performance side of your business. So how often are people showing up to class? What class times are popular? How dedicated are your athletes? Those type of metrics, and we'll dig into them a little bit more. And then the financial is pretty self-explanatory. So this is all about the metrics related to how much money you're making. So here we have a couple of sample widgets. They're very customizable. You can make the widgets do and display what you want, but these are kind of some of the popular ones. So unique athletes month by month. So you can see how many athletes have signed up for class. So this particular gym has 50 members, and I've made some test data that basically have 45 show up every month. And then you'll see there's a drop off in September and October. We're not in October quite yet. A couple people have signed up for some classes in advance. You can see a breakdown of your class types or your workout programs. So you can see that CrossFit is very, very popular. Cardio, not so much. Your active members, your at-risk members, which we'll talk a little bit more afterwards, and then less than 5 classes in the past 10 days. So gym owners a lot of times will use this to reach out to people. So they'll make lists on custom criteria to group athletes together so that they can better engage with them. And then upsell opportunities. So I'll go into these a little bit more. So first of all, creating and deleting widgets is incredibly easy. It's just a click of a button. So if I want to get rid of this widget, click the delete button and it's gone. And then if I want to bring it back, my widget type, we're going to look at unique athletes month by month. Confirm. And now our widget's back. So same with like this less than 5 classes in the past 10 days. So this is all customizable. So if you come in here, we want to create one and we want to say, okay, we want to see less than 3 classes in the past 4 days. We'll make it 7 days. So now we can see the athletes who just aren't signing up very often. Maybe we need to reach out to them. Hey, you're not coming out often. Let's try to address that before it's time to renew your membership. Then we end up losing that customer. So this is all about customer retention, customer value. So here we go, and you're going to see that this widget's been created. So we have a couple custom ones. Upsell opportunities and at-risk members. So at-risk members and upsell opportunities work quite similar. So what we do is we calculate the max number of classes that an athlete is allowed to sign up for in a given month. So if an athlete has 5 classes a week membership plan, then we look over the last 90 days and we say how many classes per week are they actually using at average. If they are below 40% of that number, so if in this example, if you can go to 5 classes a week and you're showing up 2 or less times a week, then that athlete is at risk for not renewing their membership. So we want to put them in a category so that we can see it, and what we call that is a dedication level. So a dedication level less than 40% is a strong indicator that that athlete is not heavily engaged. An upsell opportunity is any athlete that does not have an unlimited plan who is using more than 80% of their plan. A good example of an upsell opportunity would be an athlete that has a 3 times a week membership, and they're showing up basically 2.9, 2.8 times a week. Well, that tells us that, hey, this member is very interested in the gym. They're going basically as much as they can. I wonder if we could bump them up to an unlimited plan. We can get a little bit more money out of them. They can meet more of their fitness goals, and now we can have that conversation. So these are all the power of widgets. The other side is finances. So finances are pretty important to every business, the bottom line. So we do a bunch of revenue metrics. So this is test data, so it's a little flat to start. But you'll see we do product sales, one-time membership sales. These would be like your punch cards, your drop-ins, that type of thing. Your total membership sales, your reoccurring membership sales, which in this example is actually the same number, but a lot of times it's not. And then your projected gross revenue. So there's still some outstanding payments that are going to close before the end of the month. So although we've only made 26,000 right now, it will go up to 31,000 before the end of the month. And then you can see a drop off because a lot of these recurring memberships in this particular test data set expire at the end of the month. So you're going to see that there's a big, huge drop off. Ideally, in most gyms, you're not going to have 80% of your athletes' memberships expiring in the same month. But if you did, this would be a type of projection that your manager would want to be well aware of so that they could make sure to retain as many of those members as possible. Sales metrics month by month. This is kind of similar to the one above, but it's quantity based rather than dollar based. So we have 138 reoccurring memberships, 138 total memberships. We have a projected of 164 that'll close by the end of the month. We've charged 5 products, and we have no one-time memberships. This is kind of cool. You calculate your average value per athlete. So there's a couple ways to grow a business. One is to get more people, and another is to get more out of the people. So this average value per athlete is a very important metric in trying to figure out how to grow your business. Just because you can't get 10 new people to join the gym doesn't mean that you can't grow. If you have 100 athletes and you raise each one by 10%, then that's ultimately the same as if you had 10 new athletes. And so this is ultimately the graph that would show you those type of things. Just like in the athlete's view, you can delete and recreate widgets very easily with click of a button. So we have failed payments, which is obviously very important. You can credit card failures, and any number of reasons that people would fail a payment. They'll all show up in this list so that you can reach out to them to help ultimately get paid. Pending point of sale, so these are all going to close at the end of the month. So one thing that we do that's unique is we bulk together purchases into a single transaction. This is configurable if you want to charge everybody at real time. That's possible as well. But what it does is it helps save you money on credit card costs. So credit card charges are generally 2.9% plus 30 cents a transaction. Well, if you're a business that does a lot of point of sale, so you sell a Kill Cliff energy drink every class or a water bottle every class to an athlete, if 30 cents is going out the door to the credit card company, then you're actually losing a lot of your profit. So what we do is we bundle them together, and then it just gets tacked onto their membership, and they get an itemized breakdown in their invoice, which I can show you later, and on how we arrive at that number. And so it just helps you save money so that you can grow. Like the athlete view, we have additional widgets that you can look at: failed payments, pending, revenue month by month, average value per athlete, sales metric month by month. If you're not interested in one of them, you can just delete it from the list, and it is gone. And then adding it back is as easy as click of a button. So there you go. So those are some of the insights that Boxscore provides. And in our next tutorial, we'll look at the workout builder and how to do personal training and group training. Thanks.